Hey folks, Troy Sacco here with Generous Property, back with your July 2025 real estate market update for beautiful Sarasota County. And this month, we've got some real movement in the numbers. Some good news if you're buying, some important takeaways if you're selling. Oh, and before we go too far, if you want the full detailed market report, including charts and breakdowns by property type and price range, I've linked it right down below in the description. Totally free. Download it and follow along, or read it after the video. All right, let's jump into what's going on. Overall, Sarasota County's market is starting to rebalance. We're coming down from the intensity of 2021 and 2022 and settling into a more measured pace. What does that mean? More listings, longer time on the market, buyers negotiating more, and prices adjusting in response. It's no longer a race to see who can waive the most contingencies. It's a market where strategy beats speed. Let's break it down by property type. In June, Sarasota County saw 699 single-family home sales. That's a 1% increase year over year. Not huge, but it shows steady buyer interest despite affordability pressures. Inventory climbed to 3,955 active listings. That's a 23% increase from last year. Why does that matter? Because more inventory means more choices for buyers and less pressure to make offers sight unseen. We now have a 6.3 month supply of inventory. Now that's a key number. 6 months is considered a balanced market, not leaning heavily toward buyers or sellers. We're right on the edge. The median sale price dropped to $455,000, down 8.1% from last June. That's significant. It means sellers are adjusting their expectations and pricing is becoming more aligned with buyer demand. Also, homes are sitting on the market longer, 60 days to go under contract on average. That's up quite a bit from the frenzy days. Buyers now have time to think, compare, and negotiate. Now let's talk about townhomes and condos. This is where things get really interesting. We had 290 closed sales in June, up 2.5% from last year. So demand is still healthy here, especially among cash buyers and retirees looking for low-maintenance living. Inventory also rose, 2,229 active listings, a 14.8% increase. That's giving buyers more breathing room. But the big one, the month supply of inventory is 8.3 months. That is squarely in buyer's market territory. If you're shopping for a condo right now, you've got leverage. The median sale price was $371,750, down 3.2% year over year. Not a steep drop, but enough to reflect softer demand and room for negotiation. And homes here are taking 72 days to go under contract. That's even longer than single-family homes, meaning more time to shop, offer, and even walk away if the deal isn't right. Bottom line, this is a golden window for buyers in the condo and townhome space. The luxury segment is shifting in a big way. In June, we had 127 luxury sales, up 9.5% year over year. So there are still buyers at the top end of the market, but they're being picky. Inventory? It shot up 28% to 1,187 listings. More high-end homes are sitting and sitting longer. In fact, the month supply of inventory jumped to 9.9 months. That's nearly 10 months of inventory, which is deep into buyer's market territory for luxury. The median luxury sale price dropped 7.2% to $1,485,000. Not a panic, but a clear sign that sellers need to be realistic. Homes are taking an average of 75 days to go under contract, and sellers are getting just 89.1% of their original list price. So if you're selling in the luxury space, presentation, pricing, and patience are everything. So let's talk about how buyers are acting right now. The average percent of original list price received is under 95%. That means buyers are negotiating again and winning. Homes are taking longer to sell, so buyers aren't feeling rushed. And with more inventory, buyers are walking away from overpriced or underwhelming listings. In short, buyers have options. They're shopping smarter, and in many cases, they're coming in under asking and getting it. This is a very different environment than what we saw back in 2021. Mortgage rates are still a challenge too. They've stayed elevated in the first half of 2025, and that's affecting first-time home buyers the most. Higher rates mean reduced buying power, which means some folks are sitting on the sidelines. But there's a silver lining. More buyers are choosing condos or lower-priced homes. Cash buyers are surging, especially in the townhome and luxury segments, and many are watching the Fed closely, hoping for a rate dip later this year. Some forecasters think rates should stabilize or even decrease before the end of 2025. If that happens, expect more activity and potentially more competition. Until then, talk to a good lender about options like rate buy downs or adjustable rate mortgages. For sellers, here's the reality. More sellers are offering concessions. Closing costs, home warranties, rate buy downs, price reductions are more common because overpricing kills momentum. Homes are taking longer to sell, which means sellers have to work harder to attract buyers. If you're selling right now, the key is strategy. Price right, present your home beautifully, be ready to negotiate and adjust quickly. And if you're not sure how your neighborhood is performing, grab the free report down below. I break it down by property type and area. So here's my advice. If you're buying, use the extra time and inventory to your advantage. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Watch mortgage rates closely and be ready to jump if they drop. And if you're selling, price to the current market, not to your dreams. Make your property stand out online and in person, and be open to buyer incentives in creative terms. And again, if you want to get the full report I've been referencing, just click the link in the description below. It's got the full breakdown of every property type, price trend, and sales stat. All right, folks, that wraps up your Sarasota County real estate market update for July 2025. If you found this helpful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Drop your comments or thoughts in the comments. We answer every single one. And if you're thinking about buying or selling or just want to chat about what all this means for you, reach out anytime. We're always happy to help. And don't forget, the more you focus on the good, the more good comes into your life. We'll see you around town.